So let's understand a little bit about force, then we will go into balanced and unbalanced force. Okay. So see, force is push and pull is called force. Okay. Now this idea of force, okay, this definition of force comes from which Newton law? Do you know?
I think it's the first law.
Yes. So the first law states that anything, can you define first law? Anything which
Anything
remains
that
at rest.
anything that was applied a force keeps on moving until another force stops it.
Yes, correct. Okay. Anything will keep on going if it is going in a straight line, okay, with a uniform velocity, with constant velocity. It will keep doing so until and unless an external force is applied. Okay. Or I can also say if something is at rest, if this pen is at rest on my table, it will continue to do so. It will always remain at rest until when?
When you apply force on it.
Yes, until you apply force, it will remain at rest, or if it is moving at a constant velocity, okay, it will continue to do so until eternity, until the force is applied. Okay, the state will not change. That is first law. Okay, so that is the first law. We will come to second law later on. But for now, let's understand what is balanced forces and unbalanced force. Okay, let me take an example of a book lying on a. Okay, let me take a simpler example. Something is hanging from the ceiling. Okay, a pendulum. Let's take an example of a pendulum. What is a pendulum?
It's like an object attached to a string that can move back
Yes,
and forth.
yes, correct. Okay, you may have seen pendulum clocks,
Mhm.
old pendulum clock, right? There's a bob. There's a circular spherical object attached to it, which keeps on
Moving.
oscillating back. Okay, it keeps on moving. So this is the pendulum. Now tell me, what kind of forces are applied here? Okay, on this pendulum, what kind of forces are possible? And tell me, is it balanced or unbalanced force?
Um, Tension and gravity is like, so tension is on top and gravity is on the bottom.
Very correct. Fantastic. So everything has mass. Okay, every object. Okay, every object in this universe possesses mass. Okay, even if it is tending to zero, even an electron, proton, neutron, it has some mass. Okay, so this pendulum will always contain some mass. Let's name it as its mass is m. So if its mass is m, what is its weight? If mass of something is m, what is its weight? M times?
M times m times gravity.
Yes, very good. M times
Nine
small
point
g, which is
9.8
acceleration.
or 9.81.
Very good. 9.81 meter per second square. Okay, so that is mass times acceleration due to gravity. Let me just write it here. In short, I'm writing this acceleration as this. Okay, acceleration due to gravity. Because gravity is something which always pulls all the objects down towards the earth, right? So you you must have heard the story of Newton. Newton was sitting under.
He was sitting under a tree and he got hit by an apple on the
Yes, under an apple tree. The apple fell on him. Okay. So you can ask, why did the apple not go towards the sky? The apple can go towards the sky also. Why the apple fell towards earth?
because
Because
of gravity.
yes, because gravitation is a attractive force. Okay. Gravitation attracts. Okay. If there is two object. For example, this and this. There are two objects like this. Okay. So what will it do? It will attract. Okay. Gravity is not a repulsive force. Okay. What can be a repulsive force? Think.
On like let's say two South Pole magnets. Their impulse.
Very good. Fantastic. Two magnets. Okay. We know that like poles repel and unlike poles
Attract.
attract. So if this is the north pole of, let's assume this is the north pole of one magnet and this is also the north pole of another magnet. So north and north will repel. They will
Repel.
push each other outwards. Okay. So that is a repulsive force. Okay. And if this is north pole of one magnet, if this is south pole of second magnet, it will attract. Okay. So magnetic force can be attractive or repulsive. Another force is the force of charges, positive charge, negative charge. Okay, that is also possible. If this is positively charged ion, this is also positively charged ion. What will it do?
I think they will. Wait, a positive charge ion, right?
Positive charge ion. This is also positive charge ion. I'm talking about the electrostatic force now. Okay, electrostatic force means the same thing.
They
When
will
something has a charge.
they
Yes,
will
tell me.
form a
Will it?
bond.
They will form the bond. Okay. No, I'm not asking whether it will form bond or not. I'm asking whether it will attract or repel. Electrostatic force.
They would repel.
Repel. Very good. Positive will repel. Negative will also repel. But positive, negative will
Attract.
attract. Okay. So this is also positive ion. This is positive ion. This will repel. Negative ion will repel, but positive negative ion will attract. So I told you two forces, magnetic force and
Gravitational.
electrostatic force.
Electrostatic force.
Yes, these two forces can be repulsive or attractive. Okay, but gravity is always
Attracting.
attractive. Okay, gravity will always push. If this is a planet, and let's assume this is a sun, yellow object is sun, and this is a planet. The sun will always pull the planet
Itself.
towards the sun. Okay, so this is what the basic thing is about gravity. Other force that will act on it is tension. Okay, now what is tension? Let me just explain it. This is tension. Okay, now how do you define tension?
A force opposite to the force of gravity.
Yes. No. I am asking you to tell me what is tension in simple words. What is tension? See, okay. Let me show you one simple thing. This is my guitar. Okay. So what happens right now? The string is in tension. Let me show you properly. Yes. Now the string is in tension. That is why it will make sound. Are you able to hear the sound?
Yeah.
But what happens now? I'm going to loosen up this. Okay. I'm going to. This is a stretched string right now, so I'm going to loosen up. Okay. I'm going to make it a bit loose. Okay, now what will happen then? This is sounding right now. This is like this. But when I loosen it up, so how will it sound? It will sound very
low because tension is decreased.
Yes, because tension has decreased. And because the tension has decreased, the sound quality will become terrible. Okay. And a point will come. Okay. A point will come where it will sound very, very bad. Okay, for example, see the quality of the sound as I am loosening it up. Are you able to hear this?
Yeah.
So this is what happens when I'm loosening up the string. So what did I do? Earlier, the guitar, the strings were in tension. Okay, the strings were in tension. But what did I do? I loosened up the string, sorry. So what happened? The tension decreased. And because of the tension, what happened? The
The voice
song
became,
quality.
the song, the tone became went down.
Yes.